The UMass Lowell basketball Riverhawks, the men's team, 20 wins and 4 losses. They have won 16 of their last 17, and they have surprised the prognosticators that suggested they would be at the bottom of the Northeast 10 Conference standings, at or near the bottom. We had the opportunity recently to sit down with first-year head coach Greg Herenda and talk, and we thought today we'd give you an opportunity to take a listen to that conversation. So without further ado, a conversation with UMass Lowell basketball head coach Greg Herenda. I guess simply to start with, and this is the thing that jumps out at me, this team, if they go out on the floor, they win basketball games. Preseason, the experts said, they're not going to win all that often. Last couple of years, we struggled to win. I guess my whole focus is, what does it take to be successful?
I think the formula it's a 4-letter word, and it's work. And I think because we've worked so hard since August, when I took this job over, we have a sense of belief in ourselves. And I think if you work hard and you get better and you achieve, you have something to draw upon. So when we go out and play games, we play just how we practice, and that work transports into making good plays, and they transport into having leads at the half, and now we're winning games, and we're winning a lot of games, and it all gets down to that these kids have put in a lot of hard hours to make us successful. So I think our work ethic is there, and then I try to make it as enjoyable as possible, in that they come to practice and they have fun. So this is a positive experience in their collegiate life. So I think it's work and it's fun, and we've got some good players. I know we're not really well coached, but it's working so far, and it's a lot of fun.
Define for me work.
Just doing something that you really don't want to do, but once you do it, it's a gratifying feeling. Most people don't want to go to work. You would want to go do what you like to do, but work is and it's really effective when you get the fruits of it. A lot of people work really hard and don't get paid a lot of money, and it's hard to enjoy that. And I've never gotten paid a lot of money as a coach, but I enjoy the work. So the love of the work is the key. So I think our kids are starting to love the work. And when you love the work, then, all the byproducts come from that. So work is just doing something that you don't initially enjoy, but you start to enjoy, and then you realize, hey, if I work, I'll get what I earn. And that's what our program's about. And I love the work, and now the players are starting to love the work, and my staff works really hard. So it's a healthy balance.
Did it take a while to convince players to work, and I suspect probably work harder than they've ever worked in their life?
You know what? With this group, it really didn't take that long. They were ready to work, but now is smart work. You can work hard, but if you build a crooked bridge, it's not a good bridge, So we had to learn how to work the way I wanted them to work, how to play defense, how to run, how to pass the ball, how to be unselfish, and how to just be a selfless player. And our program is really built on that. We don't have a lot of, every night, if you look at our statistics, there's a different player that's leading our team to victory. So, we just talk about being selfless and being unselfish, and all the things that make good people make good teams. And we've got a ton of good people and a ton of good teams.
So you get this team. You appear on the campus in August. You get this team that probably arrives in September or somewhere around that point. Yeah. And there are certain things they love to do. You've got to convince them to buy into your system, to buy into your direction. Is that something that's easy, that's difficult? What does it take to successfully accomplish that?
Is to believe in yourself and what I believe in. So if I didn't believe in what my philosophy was, kids nowadays they're gonna smell it and not buy into it. But everything that we do in the preseason, I do. Like, I would shoot with them, and I would show them the drills, and I would lift weights, and I just believe in it solely and wholeheartedly that they kind of just gravitate to it. And then the other part is, if they don't, I make them. I'm the boss, and I'm the head basketball coach, and I have a staff that kind of says, okay, this is what we're doing and how we're doing it. And if they don't do it exactly the way we want, we just keep on, we persevere, and we make them do it the way we want, because we know I've had a plan from, I've been coaching now for close to 25 years. And in August, I didn't figure out how I was going to do this. I've been waiting for this opportunity for a long time, and I've had a vision, and I think this year it's all happened so fast that it's a little bit scary, but this is what I envisioned. I envisioned, playing hard and having fun and winning and getting people excited and filling the gym and winning championships, but I knew it was going to take some time, but in a short period of time we've been relatively successful, but we just need to continue to get better and work harder at it.
You think some of the early success, even going back to scrimmages and exhibition games, go up to New Hampshire and you win up there, you go down to UConn, play one of the great legendary basketball programs in this country, and acquit yourselves extraordinarily well. The season opens and you get some early wins. Right. Does the fact that you find success early kind of tell people, hey, we buy into this? I mean, was that early success very important to the long-term success?
I think it's critical, and not so much to let other people know that we can play, but let ourselves, know that we can play, and that, we went up to New Hampshire in a scrimmage and just went toe-to-toe with those guys, and then there was 11,000 people in the Hartford, or the XL Center now in Hartford, Connecticut, and we played against a Hall of Fame coach, and they're the number one team in America right now, and we didn't back down. We pressed them every time they scored. We pressed, and we got down. We were down 9 with like 15 minutes to go, and we weren't happy that we were down 9. So my expectations and our expectations were high, and I think that's the only way that you can achieve is to put some demands on yourself. So I could have easily come in here and played Division III teams and kind of just taken a really slow, approach to it. But I wanted to jump in the water and see what we had right away, because I had no idea how good our players were and what I was made of. And we found out right away that we were going to be able to compete in the Northeast 10. And, now we're doing more than competing. But it's that you're so right, Bob. Early success is critical, because then kids believe. And when they start believing, then, it was just like the kid Roethlisberger said after the Super Bowl, anything's possible, and that's kind of been our little mantra since the Super Bowl. Anything's possible, with our team.
You said you wanted to learn about the kids. You think they wanted to learn about the coach at the same time?
I think so. I think early everyone thought I was going to be this nice guy that kind of like is good, and I relatively, at the end of the day, I hope I'm a nice guy. But on the floor, they found out quickly I cannot be as nice, because I'm the boss, and it's not my job to have everybody like me. So there was a transition period where they're trying to feel you out, and I wasn't budging. So our players quickly found out that I was going to run the program the way I wanted to, and if we got through that early period of work, they would understand that it would pay off. And now, I think, knock wood, most guys, in our locker room truly believe in what we're doing, and we walk out onto the floor and really believe we're going to win every game. And you hear that a lot, but our team, you can come and see our pregame. We're listening to music and jumping up and down and going over our scout report, and we don't put the name of the other team up on the board, because we think it's about us. And we have another little saying, we do what we do, and that's all we do. If we try to do something else, then guess what? We're not being ourselves. So these kids believe that we're going to win, and I think that's the first step in starting a tradition of winning.
Okay, so early on, you win more than you lose, and then you go on this 13-game winning streak. At this point, you won 14 of your last 15. Did you see that in this team? Did you say, we can be this good? You say, and yes, every coach says it, and every coach means it, and every player means it. They want to win every game. But winning 13 in a row is one short of the school record. Winning 14 of your last 15, you're in the battle for first place in the Northeast 10 Conference. Got a good shot to go to the NCAA tournament. Got a good shot to be a significant player in the NCAA tournament. Was there a point in this season early on, maybe call it an early turning point, where you said, wait a minute, we can be this good?
I saw it at Connecticut, because we competed against the best, and we hung in there really, 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 really well. And then when we beat Stonehill, ironically, we play them tomorrow night, we beat Stonehill soundly down there, and they're a very good team. I said, you know what, guys, to my staff, we could be pretty good, because our press was working, our offense worked, and it was on the road right before Thanksgiving. It was going to give me a good barometer to have some turkey and know if we had a good team or if we had a team that, where we were at. And after that game, I felt very good. But just like every neurotic coach, every day, but I'm not as neurotic as most, because, we work hard every single day. So I know when we're going to play, when the bell rings, we're like Pavlov's dog, man. We come out and we play. Now, whether the ball goes in the basket's another thing, but we play very hard, and we're very, very competitive. And it's just a testament to our kids and how much they work.
That is part one of our conversation with UMass Lowell men's basketball head coach, Greg Herenda. You're listening to the Riverhawk Radio Network.